Okay, good. Who's the teacher?
This is teacher
You?
Meysam. How are ya?
Teacher Miss
Meysam,
Misam.
yes. I am here
Where
to
are you from,
help.
teacher?
I am from
Where are
Iran.
you from?
I am from Iran, man. What about you?
I'm from Yemen.
Yemen. Good. So you speak Arabic.
Yeah, I can.
Cool.
It's my
So
native language, yeah.
sure. I know. Great. So what are your occupations, guys, actually?
Okay, teacher, what type of advices you have for us?
Any kind of advice. It's actually you have to challenge me with your questions.
Oh my God. But we are all beginners
No
and
problem. It is not the matter of level. It is a matter of the question. Your question should be so cool and good so that I can give my own experience and, of course, knowledge. Yeah. Uh,
okay, then you won't start the speech only.
Come again?
You won't start the speech alone, okay? We have to ask.
Of course, you can ask me. No problem. Yeah.
Okay, but we don't know what to ask about. Yeah.
Okay. You can ask about how can I say the study plans, the sort of problems that you're facing while studying or reading, and for example, how to take notes, what to watch, what to do. You can ask such questions, very crucial
Yeah,
questions, by the way.
yeah, I found the question.
Cool.
That is, uh, which book
Hmm.
would you recommend for a beginner to improve reading and yeah, vocabulary building?
First of all, your level is not beginner, but
Like,
you're at least you have to be like A2, B1 level because you can understand, you can communicate with me, you can actually talk. Hi,
okay,
Joanne. But apart from that, let me talk about the books that can help. Very cliche answer for a very cliche question. The books that I can actually recommend you to read uh,
okay,
can be the short stories. Understand? Short stories. Or if you are one level up, you can start
okay.
reading novels or
Okay,
novellas. Hmm.
I will, yeah, I will take a picture of the book I already reading
Oh, cool.
now.
Of course, please do
Okay,
it. Do it. Do it.
Romanaki is talking.
People are maybe trying to understand, and I am trying to be as clear as I can and as
Yeah,
slow as I
Hello,
can.
Sam.
how
Hello.
can I?
Hello, Sam. Can you hear me?
Yes, of course, I can hear you. Who is this?
So I have a question also. So
Almost,
I want to improve my vocabulary, but the problem is I want to read a book.
Uh huh.
What if I'm just I'm not like a reading person because when I started to read something, after one or two paragraph, I will be sleep. So what did you suggest?
Nice.
How should I improve my vocabulary?
I see. Very, very interesting question. Actually, after reading a couple of paragraphs, when if you feel sleepy or let's say you get bored, it has, of course, it can have different or several reasons. Number one reason is you are not a book reader, which means that you are not basically reading books even in your mother tongue. Where are you from?
Me, I'm from India.
You are from India. Okay.
It depends on which part I live in India. Like if I live in South, so I don't know a little, I even a word in Hindi.
Uh-huh. I see.
So right now I'm my hometown is North, so I know Hindi.
Okay. Cool. Listen, if you, as you said, if you are, how can I say, Muhammad sent a picture. I will go back to you, Muhammad. Okay, just a second, because I cannot handle it with a lot of people at the same time. I will definitely come back to you.
Thank
Of course. So if you feel sleepy, or if you get bored when you are reading a book or any kind of stuff, like reading passages, like sorry, like for example articles, when you are uh, uh, please turn your microphones off while you're not speaking, because I cannot be concentrated. Thank you very much. Yeah, if you speak, open your microphone, no problem. Yeah, it means that you are not a book reader. Most probably you don't read a lot of books even in your mother tongue. This is what I guess. This is one of the reasons. Another reason is actually, not just our brains are so lazy. Okay, biologically our brains are so lazy. I mean, our brains refuse to learn. Our brains do not want to learn. We are forcing it. This is another reason. So what should we do? Imagine that this is your first day going to the gym. Okay, it is so challenging. You haven't done any exercises in your life. For example, in your life, and then this is your first day at a gym, and the coach is saying that, for example, you have to do this, you have to move that way, blah blah blah, and your whole body is exhausted. I mean, it is extremely tired, right? You cannot do it properly. So what happens? You say, I have a goal. For example, I have to stay in shape, and I have to be fit. So this is your goal. So that is why you push yourself forward. You push your body to adapt itself to the physical movements and activities in the gym. And then after sometimes your body is better. At least it is better than the first day. Okay, so the same process goes on while we are reading, or sometimes, surprisingly, some people say, teacher, when I listen to podcasts, when I watch films in English only, or listen to news, or etc., etc., again, they claim that, teacher, my brain is actually, how can I say, is going to explode, right? Like I have a huge headache. Again, the same stuff, the same psychology, because your brain is not ready. You have to push it. You have to just apply some exercises to your brain. And I am sure that after sometimes, like after at least 2 months, 5 months, you won't have that headache, I think. Okay, because of this.
You you were saying that the brain needs time to use with the uh, n- use with the news information and
Mhm.
training. Yeah,
Exactly.
like
Like our
uh,
whole body. Yeah.
yeah, I can give an example for
Sure.
that.
Sure.
When I started to study Chinese,
Mm-hmm.
uh, firstly I couldn't remember anything,
Mm-hmm.
and after maybe 2 3 months. Maybe I start to remember something when I listen to some podcasts,
Cool.
and after that I dropped the lesson because the pandemic
Correct.
started here, and now after maybe 6 7 months, even though I don't study enough at all Chinese,
Mm-hmm.
when I listen something in Chinese, I I immediately recognize the word,
Mm-hmm.
and I can pronounce that correctly
Okay.
without a problem. Maybe the brain needs time to adjust to the new skill.
Of course, that is. It can be. Yeah, it can be. But this is it. I mean, whatever we are doing, imagine that, as I said earlier. Imagine that we are going to the gym to do exercises, but we have to do it regularly, right? Uh, the same stuff goes on in learning process, or studying English. So or Chinese or some other languages, no problem.
Consistency is
Yeah,
the key.
consistency, exactly. You definitely need to repeat again and again, immerse yourself, submerge yourself into that language. And the how can I say, mostly learning and studying English, which is basically a hobby, should become as a lifestyle. Should
Yeah,
become as a
this is
lifestyle.
my method to study other
Fantastic.
languages.
Fantastic. If you do not listen to English every day, speak it every day, read it every day, live with it every day, so what happens? The learning process will be postponed. It will take longer times, more times to actually learn it. Okay, but if you want to foster it, if you want to make to learn it faster, you definitely need to change that hobby into a lifestyle. Okay.
Yeah, to employ English in your life because
Exactly.
I'm not living in an English environment, in English speaking country, and it's hard to find a partner to speak every day and just internet and it's sometimes it's hard to find a motivation to study like you said.
Yeah.
I dropped lessons with writing. Just I'd like to chat with people, to interact with foreigners, even non-native speakers.
I see.
And I think the language is like a living thing. If you don't use it,
You will
you
lose it.
probably it will die, and you
Listen.
will remember everything.
If you don't use it, you will lose it.
Yeah, and practice makes perfect.
Perfect. Absolutely. Your
Yeah.
English is quite good. You're so fluent. Fantastic. You're totally correct. Okay, totally correct. Uh, yeah, I mean, everybody needs to practice and use the language if they want to improve it. But there's a huge question that I ask from my students online, offline, in the classes, or other places like this platform. I say, why English? Teacher, I want to learn English. I say, why? Mostly, not mostly, sometimes the students cannot give me a good answer. Okay. I ask the same question from you guys. Why are you studying English, or why do you want to learn English? The dog is barking, right?
It's not for me, right?
It is not from you?
Yeah, it's not for me.
Okay, no.
It's from. Can I answer that? What is my
Of course,
purpose?
go ahead.
I think English is connected somehow with the success in life because you can find any kind of information in English, especially on internet, and every job at all is connected with English. If you have to, if you need to go to reach the highest level in your job. I mean, if you are working in a claim position when you start, if you have the ability to speak in English, you definitely will improve. If you want it, because many people only go to work to get some money, and they don't want to achieve highest results in the job. And also, I think English can open many doors, and you can know many people all around the world. And I don't know, your view on the world and people will change definitely after you meet so many people, and you can see their life and their way of living. And you can
Hello, can you hear me?
compare your life with their lives. And
Hello, can you hear me?
Of course, we can hear you, man. There's another person who is talking. Respect, please. We are.
Thank you.
I will give you time to talk. Don't worry about it. Everybody will talk. There's someone else who
Okay.
is talking. Okay, we have to listen.
Okay, I will be short.
Okay, okay, go ahead.
And also, English can give you. Um, you can easily travel all around the world, and you can find any job in the world.
Yeah.
For example, when I started, my motivation was to go to UK or any other English-speaking country and to find a better job and to earn more money because Bulgaria is not a rich country. And when I compare the living standards in UK and Bulgaria, they are so different. And that was my motivation. I think when you want to learn English, the motivation is so important, and you have to set a goal and deadline to achieve something because, like you said, the process will be postponed in the future, and you will say because people become lazy, it's so easy, and you will say. I will learn after 5 days or 6 days, and the time is like in a song, like time is ticking away.
Exactly.
And you don't want to waste time watching some stupid series on TV. And I do prefer to study foreign languages, even though I don't use many of them. But it's just like update.
Okay.
It's just updating my mind. Okay,
I see.
I will went.
You're totally correct, man. Actually, you answered. You talked about every possible answer or explanation. Fantastic. Exactly. You know, yeah, this is very cool
Yeah,
to
thought
be
a lot
aware of.
about that.
Yeah, to be aware of our goals and intentions and the answers for the question why. So you are totally aware of that. This is really cool. But most of the people don't know. I say, okay, why are you studying English? Teacher, I want to improve myself. Okay, cool. What else? I want to get better jobs. Okay, cool. These are good motivation, but how? How much time do you spend for that? How do you study? What do you do for that? So I always, or for example, when I say guys, how do you study? What do you study? What do you do for English? Teacher, I watch Netflix. Oh, cool. How do you watch it? Is that informative? Is that useful? Teacher, I don't know. And then I say, I know it. Why? Because you are not using these material effectively or systematically. I mean, Netflix or YouTube or this and that are cool, but it depends on how people should use these material. Okay, then they say, teacher, so how can I or how should I use Netflix? For example, I said, watch it twice. Watch it twice. First time for entertainment, to enjoy the show. The second time, watch it with English subtitle and pause the video and then take notes. This is really important. Take notes. Look up the words on dictionaries. Search the words on Google. Google the words. Okay? Then practice these words. How? By making sentences. Okay? Make your own sentences. Engage your brain. You remember what I said before? I said our brains are so lazy. We have to force our brains to work hard. We have to challenge our brains, okay? By forcing it to create, to make sentences. But teacher, my sentences are so stupid. No problem. But it is better than nothing. I always say, stupid sentences, as you may think, is far far better than uh, not using any sentence or not creating or making any sentences. Okay, so this is the system. Everything in this world has a system. Can any of these people who are in this room tell me or show me a, let's say, a football team, football club without any system? Even the worst football club, let's say, or basketball club or whatever, all of them have coaches, tactics, for example, techniques, strategies, this, that. This is system. Without any system, there's most probably a failure. Okay? So in English, studying should be systematic. This is number one rule. Number one rule. Yeah, like that. What else? Actually, there was a guy here, Ahmed El Said. Ahmed
Can I
El
talk
Said.
with you?
Sorry?
Can I talk?
Of course, actually, yeah, Mohammed. Your name is Mohammed, yeah? Okay. You said,
Yeah,
oh my
I will.
God, your explanation is so long. I see. Before
No, no,
before talking.
not about you, about my classmate. Not
Okay.
about you.
No, no problem.
Okay.
Listen.
Now I will ask you.
Okay,
Yeah,
hold.
I will ask you if my way to read is good or not. Yeah, I have sent a picture of my book,
Okay, yeah.
which is
Let me
yeah
have a check.
part of a serial from Oxford. Okay.
Stage 4. Okay. I wish I
Okay.
could show it.
Yeah.
What to do?
Yeah. It
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm.
It has an audio with it.
Okay.
Yeah. First, I listen to the audio and read the text with it,
Mhm.
and mark the new words. Okay.
Okay.
And going.
Mhm.
After listening, I come to the new words and note it in my notebook
Okay.
and translate it and have explains how to say explanation for it. Okay.
Okay.
And immediately come in this platform and use it with people.
Cool. Listen.
Okay, can you maybe
Give suggestions.
This is a good way or not?
Okay, cool. Listen, first of all, let me tell something really important here based on the punctuation. You know, when we are talking about, for example, God, for example, you said, oh my God, okay? You know, if you write the God with a small letter like this, okay, this is not the this is not the real God. Okay, did you know that? I cannot type it here. Hold on, this is not the real God. Okay, so you definitely need to type with capital letter, like in Arabic. You know, you call it Allah, right? Like that.
Okay.
So this is very important. God, which everybody actually believes in, should be written in capital letter. Must, not should, must. Okay, this is one thing. Okay.
Yeah.
This is it. No problem. I am just correcting it.
Good mention.
Yeah. Sure, of course. You know, I am here
Yeah,
to
that's
help.
important.
I am here to help. You know, I remember once there was a class. I was inside, and then I corrected a student's pronunciation mistake, and then I realized that the student was mumbling, okay, like talking in a very slow voice. He was swearing.
Okay.
Can you believe it? And I said, oh my God, what the hell? I am here to help you, guy, and you're swearing at me. You're calling bad names. Thank you very much. So, but of course, you know, we have different psychologies, different people, different students. So all I want to do here is to help. If I am helpful and useful for you guys, I try to help. Anyway, don't get offended. Never, please, respect. This is one thing. Okay, now let's go back to your question. You said okay, you are reading a book, you are looking up dictionary, as far as I remember, right? You search for the meaning, right? Okay. And then you write it in your, take it as a note, write it down in your notebook, right?
Yeah.
And then you join to these chat rooms, platforms, and then you intentionally or on purpose use the new words that you have just learned. Am I
Exactly.
correct?
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is fantastic. This is fantastic. Actually, long time ago, I made a video for my YouTube channel. I don't know how many months ago. I think it was like uh, before the pandemic or outbreak. You can check it. I talked about this technique. It was one of my own technique, and
Mhm.
I have to congratulate you for this. But
Thank you. Teacher.
the point is this: what sort of dictionary are you using? Is that English
I,
to Arabic?
no, it's Oxford Dictionary
Fantastic.
and with explanation in English, not
Fantastic.
Arabic.
Fantastic, man. Fantastic. Bravo. Bravo.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, I always say, they say, I mean, students come and say, teacher, which dictionary? There are a lot of dictionaries. They are confused. I say, don't be confused. Listen, very easy. Super easy. There are a lot of dictionaries. All of them are great, really great. There is a huge, how can I say, effort in creating, compiling these words, providing explanations, etc., etc. But I would say use Cambridge Dictionary. I am I'm a teacher and I'm also using a Cambridge Dictionary. Why? Because its language is easy to understand, really understandable. It is super good for students to learn and understand. I would definitely say Cambridge Dictionary. And the online version of that, like the website, okay, is completely free, legally free. Okay, you can use it. It provides, how can I say, uh, the pronunciation, the phonetics, the explanation, um, as well as giving the examples. I think most of the dictionaries actually provide examples anyway, but Cambridge is fantastic. Cambridge is fantastic. Okay, you would
Yeah,
definitely.
teacher. It's yeah. Can I have a last question?
Of course, please go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, my way to learn English is not to go to school. Okay. I've never go to school for study English,
Okay,
and
no problem.
I started learning English with a program in my laptop. And
Mhm.
would you advise me to go to school, or it's enough for me on
Listen,
your phone?
listen. Good question. Schools, teachers, materials, all of these stuff, actually, uh, ha- all of these things, these stuff, these people have one thing in common. What is that thing? They try to make the learning process easy. Okay, so
Okay.
in other words, I have to say the teacher is a human being, right? We are not prophets. We have a little bit, of experience, and we are sharing those experiences. Okay, this is it. The teacher facilitates the learning process. What is facilitate? Facilitate means to make something to be done easily. Okay, so teachers make learning process easier for students. Okay,
Okay.
understand? Okay, this is the teacher. The language courses, of course, they have a system. They have testing system. They have books. They have, of course, activities, games, this, that. Again, all of this stuff can become enjoyable and interesting for students, and these material can be super. I mean, they can help you to learn English fast. This is it. But as you said, I haven't gone to any sort of language course, or you
I
haven't.
teach you, bro.
Yeah.
I haven't gone to any language school, or I haven't spent any penny or dollar or whatever for language schools. That is completely okay. There's no problem with that. I mean, we are living in a 2020 or 21st century, right? In the world of technology bound world. which means that sorry, we have access to internet. Every single person almost has a how can I say, a smartphone or laptop connected to internet. Internet is really important as a water, right? A cup of water. So everybody has that, I think, so that you can easily learn, use effectively. Why not? It is totally possible. Totally possible.
Okay, thank you.
Of course.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Ro has says how much words, how many words I need to learn. Okay, listen again. Don't get me wrong. Whenever you are using I, as for example, I am teacher Meysam, I am Meysam, I am a human being. Okay, the I must be in capital letter. This is a must. At the beginning, in the middle, at the end of the sentence, no problem. Wherever you are using I to refer to yourself, you need to write it with capital letter. Understand? So how many words do I need actually to learn teacher 3,500 or 4,000 words? Is it enough to? Okay, listen. This question is not a good question, unfortunately. Why? Because no one can claim, for example, okay, learn 5,000 words and then you're fluent. Learn, for example, 10,000 words, then you become fluent. No. I'm going to tell you something really surprising. When I was a student in university, I studied English language and literature. When I was a student in university, we had a classmate, a friend. His memory was splendid, fantastic. Once he said that, Meysam, I want to memorize dictionary. I said, what? What are you talking about? He said, no, I want to memorize dictionary. I said, come on, it's impossible. How come you can't? And he started to memorize. Really? He memorized half of the dictionary. It wasn't, like the online or like telephones. It was like the book format, okay, in the form of book. And he said, okay, ask me words from the half of the dictionary. We used to ask words. He used to answer or explain the words. And we were so surprised. How come? How did you do that? But he couldn't speak very well, really. Those words couldn't help him to be fluent or speak English very well. No. It is terrible. I mean, words, of course, vocabulary is so important. Of course, undoubtedly. This is something really, really normal. Vocabulary is very important, but how many vocab to be fluent? I think no one can say that. There's no limit. There's no limit. Yeah. Okay. Nego says hi. Anyway, so I hope I answered your question very well. If you have any other question, you can open your microphone and ask me, or if you cannot, just type it in the chat box. So I'm going to read and answer the question. Yes, please go ahead.
Teacher.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you hear me?
Of course.
My name is Hassan. I am from Morocco. I have 2 questions for you, please.
Cool. Fantastic. Nice to meet you. Go ahead.
The first one is, there is 3 techniques to learn a language. The first one is reading. The second one is listening. The third one is writing.
Okay.
Listen, read, and write. What is the percentage of each techniques?
What are the advantages of each techniques, you said? I don't understand that part.
No. Percentage.
Sorry?
Percentage. For example, 30% or 40% for the listening.
Okay.
Percentage.
Okay. I got it.
Do I listen more than read? It's a first question. The second question.
Okay, hold on. Listen. Let me answer this question
what
first.
Is the age?
Okay, I cannot remember all
go
the
ahead.
questions
Go
at once. Let me finish this one, then we can move to next question, okay? Very, very perfect and nice question, by the way. Listen, actually, we don't have just 3 techniques. We have 4 skills. 4 skills in every language, right? Obviously, we have listening, we have speaking, we have reading, we have writing, right? Okay. 4 skills. Now, all of these, they say, teacher, which one is important? I would say all of them. But if you really want to just focus on one of the skills, first off means first of all. First of all, I would definitely suggest you to go for the listening. That is a must. Listen. Okay, why? Why people should listen? Okay. As I said, we have 4 skills. 2 of these skills are called as receptive. Let me type it for you. Maybe you can receptive. Okay, receptive means to receive it. We receive the information. Which one of them? Listening and reading. Okay, yes, input skills, exactly, input. We receive the how can I say, information, like while we are watching or listening to someone or hearing it, and when we are reading something. The other 2 skills are called as productive skills. Why? Because we are producing the message, we are producing the information, right? Okay, exactly, input output, fantastic. So we are producing these information now. But surprisingly enough, all of these skills are intermingled, which means that they are related to each other. Like, for example, imagine yourself as a whole body. You have a head, you have 2 hands, 2 legs, you have a heart, kidneys, this and that. All of these units, okay, are important. You cannot say, okay, my eyes are not important, or my nose is not important. Okay, I can live without an eye. Oh, of course you can live, but all of them are important, right? So all of these skills, 4 skills, are dramatically important. So why I say, or let's say they are saying these skills are important, because I remember one of my professors in university. He used to say, if you really want to be a good speaker, listen carefully. If you want to be a good speaker, you need to be a good listener. And on the other hand, if you really want to be a good writer, you definitely need to be a good reader. Okay, what does it mean? It means that we need to grab or take or seize, obtain ideas. Okay, so for example, let's say you want to speak, you want to just improve your speaking, even in your mother tongue. Okay, whatever you're speaking in or with. Most probably say, okay, which language are you speaking? For example, Muhammad is from Yemen, as far as I remember. He said, okay, he obviously speaks Arabic. Okay, for example, do you think that you can speak Arabic, your mother tongue, very, very well, like perfectly? What do you think about it?
I didn't got it as well.
What do you mean? Do you understand the question?
I didn't understand your question as well.
Okay, your first language is Arabic, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that you can speak Arabic perfectly? Do you speak Arabic perfectly?
Of course, this is my own language.
Of course, this is your mother tongue or first language, but do you feel that you speak it very well? If you say yes, then okay, you're perfect. But normally, people say no. I receive this answer like no, I can't. Why I can't? Because they say, teacher, okay, let's say I'm an Arabic person, but I don't know everything about Arabic. Do you know
Maybe
everything?
you're talking about the classic Arabic teacher.
No.
Yeah,
About
some
grammar,
people.
about, expressions, every single dialect, everything about Arabic, for
Mhm.
example. Now, can you say yes again?
Yeah, you can say yeah.
Fantastic. You're bravo then. Normally, people say, teacher, I can't. And I think they're right. Why? Because there's no perfect. Why there's no perfect? Because our brain uh, cannot hold all of the information at once, and our brains cannot recall every single information whenever we want, right? So, in other words, we basically need to find good public speakers. Great public speakers can be the best, how can I say, uh, help for us, right? And then they can they can help us because we grab ideas, we get
But I
ideas.
propose that TV stations is the best place to listen. I propose that, but I don't know it's is it the best or not.
You said TV station? Which TV station?
Um, how can I say? Stay TV stations.
TV stations, what is it? What does it mean?
Oh my God, that we see in TV in English, like BBC or Al Jazeera in
Ah,
English, or
channel, TV channel. Okay, okay,
yeah,
I get it, I get it.
yeah.
I see. Fantastic. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, let me go back to my lecture again. You definitely need to find yourself a good role model for speaking, okay? Because you pay attention to his or her speaking methods. You are paying attention to those people's expressions that they are using a lot, how they are connecting sentences with each other, and a lot of elements actually, so that um, let me say, uh, you're learning, you're getting the idea, you're getting the way you can speak and use the language properly and let's say almost perfectly. Step by step, step by step, you become better and better. Understand? So, for
I can find.
speaking, for
Yeah,
speaking, you need to listen a lot. Listen to everything. I don't care whether you understand it or not. Just listen. No problem. No problem. Listen to BBC, listen to VOA, listen to British, American, everything. News, TV shows, everything. Make your ears get used to, how can I say, these accents again and again. I know a lot of people, a lot of students who have learned English via music. Can you believe it? They memorize a lot of lyrics or songs, and repetition, they can at least understand. They can use the words as you are using in these platforms. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. Okay. If you have any other question, you can ask guys. I think you had three questions. Number one, I hope I answered your question. You got your answer, but you can ask the other questions too.
before he say, what's the translation of muhit in Persian?
Muhit,
Muhit.
like
That
environment.
what?
Okay, muhit is muhit in Persian.
Yeah, yeah, I know, but what's the translation in English?
Environment.
Invite. Can you write it?
Yes.
Thank you.
Environment. Yeah.
Environment. Yeah, we
Environment.
have
Yes.
to make our environment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
English environment. Is this description good?
Yeah, exactly. You need to put yourself in a sort of English environment. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We have to try.
Yeah.
Teacher?
Yes, please.
Please, you don't answer my question.
Really? Why? Okay, what what was your question again? Okay, go ahead. Which, I mean, you said that the percentage. The
what you
percentage.
discuss. Please, yes, the percentage. Because can I summarize?
Yes.
Summarize what you say.
Of course, go ahead.
Can I summarize what you say?
Of course, go ahead, man.
Four techniques to learn English. Four skills. The first one is listening.
Yeah.
The second one is reading. The third one is speaking.
Okay.
The fourth one is writing. You focus about listening.
Yeah.
But you don't give us a percentage. Please, can you give us a percentage?
Okay, listen, there is no percentage actually. I mean,
there is no percentage. Yes.
This is a huge claim. Whoever claims that there's a percentage, I would say no, that is not correct. But again, I have to repeat, if you want to improve your speaking, or if you want to be fluent in your speaking, I would definitely, without any question, I would say go for listening. In that case, listening is really important. Yeah. But if you want to be a good writer, I would say go for the reading and writing as well. Like this: listen and speak, read and write. Understand? Like that.
Yes, I am agree with you. Thank you.
Of course, my
pleasure. The second question.
Okay, please go ahead.
What is
what?
What is the age we can age?
Okay.
We can learn a language.
Cool, nice question.
For example, one person have 16 or old. Can old person learn English or other language?
Okay, of course they can. Of course they can. Listen, linguistics, okay, actually linguists, okay, excuse me, linguists claim that the best years to learn a lot of languages, or let's say multiple languages, is something between 12 and 13. I mean, the transition from a childhood into the puberty. Okay, they say that, but there is no limit in learning. As long as you are submerging yourself into English, as I said earlier, as long as you are changing this hobby into a lifestyle, which means that you sleep with English, you wake up with English, you listen to English, you talk in English, you read, listen, talk, write in English, okay? Like English becomes your whole life, okay? In that case, you can learn it really quickly. There's no time, there's no limit, understand? But you have to be passionate. It needs, as we talked earlier, consistency. Of course, it requires, enthusiasm and passion and hard working, okay, and commitment. So all of these stuff are important. There's no limit. But of course, obviously, the more we actually get older, the worse we become in learning, or at learning actually. Okay, which means that kids are fast learners. Kids can learn faster than adults, or older people. This is for sure. Yeah.
Yes, I get it. Thank you a lot. I have a third question, but the last one.
Okay, please go ahead.
Is some person say that if you want to learn English, you have to think using English.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Of course.
That means not only learn, but you have to think using English.
Okay. Yes, that is.
I don't know if you get what I want to say.
I got it. You know, this is correct.
Yeah.
This is correct. Why? Listen, you know, I live in Turkey and I deal with Turkish students, and it is so challenging for me also to motivate them not using Turkish, not to use Turkish. Actually, they all the time try to use Turkish or translate from Turkish to English. I always say, guys, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, brothers and sisters, these languages are different. Every single language is different characteristic, different color, different psychology, different harmony, different grammar, vocab, etc., right? So we cannot simply translate every single word, every single idiom expression easily into English or into our mother tongue or vice versa. It is almost impossible, and we cannot. And this is the problem for adults, basically, because adults come to a certain point of speaking in their mother tongue. Okay, they know how to communicate, they know what to say in their mother tongue, but when it comes to English, because they don't have enough vocabulary, because they don't have enough expressions, idioms, slangs, this and that, they are unable to how can I say say whatever they want to say. Understand? Because of this, they try to translate. If you translate, it means that you're thinking in your mother tongue. This is dangerous because you can't. It is mostly going to be a failure, most probably. So as a teacher, I would say, do not translate. Do not translate. Of course, there are sometimes, not a lot, there are sometimes that it is really easy and possible to translate words, just words basically, into English or vice versa. For example, water. Every language has an equivalent for this word, right? I think in Arabic you say ma'a, something like that. Maybe Muhammad can help me. Or
water in Arabic. Yeah.
Sorry again.
Water is ma in Arabic.
Okay. For example, in Farsi it is ab. For example, in Turkish it is su. Okay, so I can easily translate from, for example, su becomes water, or ma becomes water, or ab becomes water, or maybe in your languages, of course. It is easy. But when it comes for expressions, longer sentences, idioms, proverbs, it is almost impossible, man, because because language actually has been affected by so many factors. So many factors affected the language. What are those factors? I believe religion can affect. Culture definitely can affect. For example, geography can definitely affect. What else? Maybe some other factors, but I don't recall right now. So, religion. For example, in Middle East, mostly people are Muslims. Okay, so the religion is basically Islam. So it affects on the language itself. Speaking of Turkish again here, do you know, is there any guy here or any person here who can understand or speak Turkish? Anyway, if yes, you can say yes. You are really cool a bit. Listen, for example, uh, how can I say? Let's say there is a terrible incident. For example, someone lost his or her uh, relative, let's say, okay, and his or her relative actually passes away. In Turkish culture, in Turkish culture, there are a lot of different ways to say, for example, I am sorry for that specific situation. Because here, because Islam affected the language, for example, in Turkish they say Allah rahmet eylesin. Rahmet, like in Arabic, because it's Islamic, right? Or there are a lot. But when you come to English, they say, "Oh, I am so sorry for that. Oh, what a shame. I am so sorry. I don't know what to say. I am so sorry. I am so sorry for your loss." Finish. But how can you translate these specific sentences and expressions directly and totally in English? You can't. You can't. And there are a lot of examples actually, but this was one of them, right? So this is why your teacher or some other person or experts or whatever, they insist on not how can I say, translating. They're right, they are correct. Do not focus on translation because it is going to be a failure. You can't. I won't recommend that. Yeah, I hope I answered your question properly.
Yeah, maybe teacher, it's rude of me to say that, but I have a comment on your talking.
Sure,
Maybe, yeah, I suggest that if you can't think in English in your mind, you maybe can uh, give yourself a particular time to uh, maybe 30 minutes or 1 hour for talking in English. Just um, pay attention for thinking in English. That's enough for a beginner, maybe.
Of course. You know, this is a technique, this is a very, very secret technique or tip, let's say, that I give it to my students. Of course, you are, I don't want to say you are my students, of course, you are my friends and, language learners, and we are here to help each other. Is this, for example, before going to any class, any speaking club, or for example joining this platform to talk to people, or doing anything in English, obviously, I recommend you to listen, as you said, for at least half an hour. Just listen to anything, no problem. Just listen, not necessarily to English songs. I would say listen to news or what, listen to TV shows, okay? Because uh, you need to make your brain ready, okay? If your our brains work like engine, okay? The engine should start, and we have to let it start and work and be activated so that it can be ready, right? Because of this, our brains, as I said earlier, really earlier, our brains are so lazy. We need to make it ready. We definitely need to make it ready. And then when you join these platforms, you say, "Oh my God, I remember the words. Fantastic!" Because you're triggering your brain, you're stimulating your brain, and then what happens? Uh, yeah, you're really successful in speaking and using the language. Yeah. What else? Any other questions, guys? We are living in 2020. The whole world becomes extremely small, right? And yeah, we are talking about the globalization, which means that everybody needs everybody. Everybody is connected to everybody somehow. We need We need everyone, okay? We need teachers, we need students, we need institutes, we need politicians, we need
Humanitarian nature, yeah?
sorry?
Humanitarian nature.
Exactly. Exactly. We need a lot of this stuff. So, yeah, basically I try to help, and yeah, you are, maybe you can help me out by saying, teacher, can you, for example, create a sort of video or content about this topic? It would be great if I hear your ideas or opinions about this stuff, of course.
Okay.
And yeah, I am ready to answer your questions if you have. Oh my God, Alejandro Fonseca, or I sorry for this if I cannot, most probably cannot pronounce your name. I've heard about to set a measurable goals. I personally set to achieve 9 hours of deliberate practice. Okay. Ultimate goal is achieve fluency. At the same time, have to force me to achieve one aspect of the learning. What do you think about? Oh my God! You're talking about a sort of uh, deadline or something. Are you getting ready for IELTS exam or proficiency exam or what? Can you be specific? Why you're in a such hurry? Is that okay? So is that deadline for what? For IELTS exam, TOEFL exam? Is a personal challenge. Oh, cool. Listen, I wouldn't recommend that. You know, the process of language learning, not just language, the process of learning requires time. We need to spend time to learn, to be, how can I say, fluent or be successful in that specific field. Understand? So I wouldn't actually recommend to be in a hurry. Never ever. But if it is so urgent that you want to achieve 960 hours of deliberate practice, okay, if you are so passionate and motivated, do it. But I won't recommend that, because if you learn something quickly today, you're going to forget it tomorrow easily.
Okay, teacher. Thank you for taking time. Yes.
Teacher,
My pleasure. Yes, please go ahead. Who is this?
uh, do you give advice for us or teaching?
Of course, I am teaching. I am giving advice. If you actually have any question, specific question, please ask. Carlos says, I used to read and listen at the same time. Okay, no problem. It is even a good technique, because you're improving, you're challenging your brain simultaneously in a double way. Actually, this is cool. There's nothing wrong with it. Do it. Go for it. Yeah, possible, Carlos. No problem. What do you think about shadowing? Yes, shadowing. Uh, I wouldn't recommend. Yeah, actually, yesterday someone else actually asked the same question. Shadowing. Listen. Your name is Alejandro. I hope I pronounced it correctly. But uh, there is no fast way to learn a language, man. Why? Maybe you might ask. I would say, for example, are you from Brazil? Where are you from? Anyway, Brazil. Okay, wherever you're from, no problem. Okay, I would say, how long did it take for you to learn your mother tongue? How long did it take? At least 2 years. You were a kid, 2-year-old kid, Chile. Okay, cool. 2-year old kid running around, and you couldn't speak very well, although you were uh, immersed yourself in your mother tongue, even though you were submerged yourself you submerged yourself in your mother tongue. Again, you couldn't speak. After 2, 3, 4, 5 years, when you became like 5 year old person, you start you not just started, you became a sort of fluent speaker. 5 years. What sort of years? Repetitive years. Okay, everybody speak in your language. What Chilean people speak? Do you have any specific language, man? What is your official language? I forgot that. Anyway, like for example, Spanish, Portuguese, or whatever. It takes Spanish. Okay, it takes a tremendous amount of time, right, to basically learn inside your family, your parents, your sibling. You know sibling? Sibling means brother or sister. Okay, this is a new word. Sibling. Your siblings used to speak Spanish. Your parents used to speak Spanish. Outside, your friends used to speak Spanish. In the school, in university, on television, radio, internet, this, that, everywhere. For 5 years, for 5 years, you oh my god, you wrote in Persian. I thought there's a new person here. Cool. شما باید برید، اشکال نداره، بفرمایید. Understand, you spend like 5 years to speak your mother tongue fluently and properly. So there shouldn't be any rush, man. There shouldn't. Shadowing, okay, fast. It is not like a game. It requires time. Shadowing maybe can be really helpful and useful, but it is temporary, I would say, not for a how can I say, longer time, or not permanently, actually. Understand? This is my opinion, actually. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. And try to follow, study, read, watch, listen, and practice. Okay, in my YouTube channel you can have, I put like 10 short stories with like English subtitle on the video. You can just listen. The storytellers are fantastic. The language is American English, slow, very very cute and nice, pleasant language, and storytelling techniques. And down below, if you tap on the description, you can see the vocabulary. You can, because we created Quizlet for that, you can simply go and study the Quizlet. Quizlet is fantastic platform, fantastic. If I want to talk about Quizlet, it will take a lot of time. Maybe next time I can talk about it, but yeah, you can follow it. Oh, cool. Thank you very much. Thank you for following. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I am a teacher. I created a YouTube channel. I have ideas. I try to be good. I am not a professional, really. I try to get better and better in terms of camera, in terms of videography, in terms of editing.
Bro, what kind of channel is that? 20 person on this one channel. Oh god.
Who is this? Oh my god, what is going on?
You guys must be James or something like that.
No, I am not.
I mean, I was gonna troll you guys, but you guys seems like a very serious, so I don't want to troll you guys. Really.
No, actually, I am here to help if I can. Yesterday it was
I
like
see.
that, like
So that's why I don't want to troll you.
No problem, you can.
Yeah.
Be free, no problem. I'm okay with that.
I can?
Yes, go ahead.
Ah, okay. Are you the owner of this chat?
Come again?
Are you the owner of this chat?
Yes, it seems to be.
Hmm.
And who is this?
I see. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Fantastic. Cool.
Yeah, just a guy who has come to this channel and.
Sure. Are you a language learner or what?
Actually, I'm not here to improve my language. I'm just here to communicate with other cultures.
Fantastic.
I mean, it's very important to see words from different aspects.
Exactly.
That's why I'm here.
Definitely, definitely correct. And may I ask, where are you from?
I prefer you may not. Sorry.
Oh, okay, no problem. That is quite okay. Anyway, guys, if you have again some good questions, you can ask. If you are shy to speak, again, as I said before,
why am the only one who's speaking right now? Please.
Yeah.
We have a great teacher right now.
Not a great teacher.
You guys should use it.
Yeah, you can ask. I can share my knowledge, my experience with you. I can give you some advice.
It's a temporary opportunity, please.
Actually, they asked a lot of questions before you came, but now I think they're out of questions right now.
So it's my problem.
It is your problem?
Okay. That's why they hesitate to speak.
Yeah. Possible.
I'm kind of weird and strange guy. Probably that's why they don't want to speak right now. Guys, I'm not a bad person, really. Believe me.
Who said that you're a bad person? You're not.
I mean,
you're a sort of
I sociable. I mean,
you're a sociable
probably
person,
I'm the reason of the.
Person.
Yeah.
I think this room is very crowded.
Okay, no problem. Like I mean, we used to have. Do you remember, like 20 years ago, the classrooms, the actual classrooms were really crowded, like 30 people, 40 people inside one classroom. What are you talking about now? And we were like kids. We were so naughty and up and moving.
So, Teacher Meysam.
Yes, please.
Do you want to dive into real topics? Let's give introduction.
Dive
about
into
our
the
country,
real
about our
topics.
religion, about our into language. Let's dive into real topics. I mean.
Okay, what sort of topics?
Yeah, serious topics.
Okay, what is it? Go ahead.
So, teacher.
Yes.
It's gonna be serious question, and probably you don't want to answer that, but I'm just gonna try my chance.
Okay, try it.
Are you happy in your life?
Am I happy in my life?
Yeah, in general.
This is a good question that I think it is not just me, but every single person actually tries to find it. But I think, unfortunately...
Yeah, but when we consider I'm the only person who's speaking with you,
Yeah, no problem. Actually, I talk in general. Generally speaking, happiness is very deep. For some people, it is so simple and basic. For some people, it is so complicated. Why it is so complicated? I would say the technology and the new lifestyle, especially after COVID-19 or pandemic or whatever they call it, it became much more depressive, and it is challenging. But I mean, how can I say? Let me tell you, if you want to be really happy, you need to just sacrifice. You need to lose something to get something. This is the whole matter of the life psychology or philosophy. Yeah, philosophy is better. So we need to give something to get something. Okay, it can be anything. You have to just brainstorm and think a lot about this stuff. But yeah, for me, it changes because it is not really super easy, because I live in a really vibrant society like Istanbul, Turkey right now. There are like 20 million people 20 million people, okay?
Yeah,
Very
I live in
big.
Istanbul too, so I can understand you.
Do you live in Istanbul?
Yeah.
Do you know me?
No, I don't know.
Really? I am so famous in
It's the
Istanbul.
first time that we.
Of
Yeah.
course, I see. Cool. No problem. So, very vibrant society, and there are a lot of, problems like social problems, economical problems, political problems, personal problems, a lot of this stuff. But all of these stuff just goes back to you. I mean, all of them actually depend on you yourself, how to make yourself happy. If you can be happy by just drinking a cup of coffee, then you're the happiest person. But sometimes there are some moments or some people, maybe me or maybe you or maybe every other person who is inside this chat room. There are some moments that you have money, you have everything, but deep when you go deeper, you are not actually happy. Why? I would say because me included, because we don't know what we are doing. We don't have any goal. I think if you have any goal and do your best, and then when you reach your goal, you would be the happiest person ever in this planet. This is it. But again, let me finish like this. The happiest person is a person who has the simplest life. This is it. If you have a simple life, then you're the happiest person. If you have complicated life, a stressful life, how can I say, such sort of life,
Yeah.
you cannot be happy, man.
I mean, you have to minimize your priorities.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. What about you?
I was your student. Yeah, I love you.
You were my student?
Yeah.
Really? What is your name? Emirhan.
Jam.
John?
Jam.
Jam.
Yeah.
Which
I'm
class?
I'm just joking.
Which class? Where did you find me, man?
Bro, I'm just joking. I was not your student, but
Really?
I would love to be.
Oh, thank you very much. Actually, I thought that you are Emirhan.
No.
Yeah, okay, no problem. Because we have a lot of students here, and there's no problem. Everybody is
Have
a
you met
friend.
one of them on this platform?
In this platform, no.
Okay.
Basically,
Okay.
as a teacher, I beg students to listen. They don't listen. And
Yeah, it's a constant.
yeah, and I say, okay, why do you want to learn English? What is your purpose? Why? They say, teacher, I don't know. This is terrible, man. I am so sorry for this. I'm not happy. I'm so sorry for that because I want to help, but I can't because they don't listen. This is the problem. Cool.
I mean, English is global language because
Exactly.
it's
This
the
is
whole
really a
world.
global language.
Yeah,
Are you an English
really.
teacher, by the way?
What?
Are you an English teacher in Istanbul?
No, no. I'm 17 years old. How can I be?
You're 17. Okay, no problem. There are
I
some.
will get into college in Europe, so that's why I'm improving my English on this
Oh,
platform.
fantastic.
I'm speaking.
Fantastic. I'm so happy for you. You're very clever. This is really cool. I always
Thanks,
say,
sir.
yeah, I always say, long time ago, we didn't have internet like this much fast, or platforms, or,
Yeah.
smartphones, this and that. And right now,
Yeah.
people have everything, but they don't know how to use it. That
I mean,
iPhone.
if you know how to use it properly,
Yeah,
internet could be
Exactly.
very helpful for you.
Exactly. Once you find your system, once you find the way you actually are taking advantage of something, let's say internet, so to speak, right now, in that case, you would be very happy. It is another happiness actually. And yeah, for example, I say, okay, what is your telephone? Oh, my telephone is iPhone 11. Wow, fantastic. How much money did you pay for that? Oh, teacher, don't ask. I paid a lot of money. Okay, no problem. So how do you use your telephone, or what do you use your telephone for? They say, teacher, I play games. I say, what? You paid you paid that amount of money on that goddamn iPhone to play games? This is so absurd and ridiculous. In that case, I would definitely say go and buy a sort of PlayStation or Xbox or whatever, and then play and enjoy the high graphic, fantastic games. And like that, people don't know that iPhone 11 that they have in their hand is a super small or mini computer.
Yeah.
Really, yeah, they can do a lot of stuff. Can you imagine that I have sort of iPad 3? I bought it like in 2012, like 8 years ago. Exactly, 8 years ago, and I still use it. I am still using it, and it works.
Wow. That's 17.
Yeah.
It's a big difference.
Of course, it is iPad 3, and I'm still using it sometimes for some small editing. Like I still use iMovie, for example, or because I have YouTube channel, so I have to take good. How can I say?
YouTube channel. I want to check it out.
Of course, Teacher Meysam. You can find me there or on
it's
Instagram,
okay.
no problem. Actually, I sent the link. Let me send it again. Yeah, you can check it out. And when you check, guys, when you check my channel, go directly to my playlist, because in the playlist it is organized. I categorize them. In Turkish you say anam ağladı. I categorize them, and everything is available. Go for your specific topic that you are looking for. You don't, because I have different students from lower levels up to higher levels, so maybe your level is C1 level, let's say, but the material is for A1 level, so maybe it is not really good for you, or vice versa. Your level is... Sorry? Yeah.
I just closed my tab.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Like that, man, you definitely need to do that. And Alejandro says the tool is not the problem.
Can you speak in Turkish?
Of course. Evet, tabii ki. How do you use it? This is the problem. I speak 3 languages: Farsi, Turkish, and English. The tool is not the problem. How do you use it? This is the problem. Yes, how to use the tool is problem. Exactly. This is the drama, Alejandro. This is tragedy. Really, I am so sorry for that. I am from the generation of Super Mario with Micro Atari. I am from that generation. I was 7 years old, 7 years old when I met Micro Atari. Maybe most of you guys weren't alive in this planet, but yeah, I mean, we witnessed the transition of technology. That is why that is why we are taking the technology for granted. Kadrini biliyoruz. You, new generation, no. Why? Because hello mom, hello dad. Okay, take this iPad. How old are you? 2 years old. 2 years old. He's a sort of hacker. What? Because all the time, obesity. Oh my God. We have kids in the institute. They go upstairs, downstairs like that. How old are you? 6. What? You're 6 years old and you're panting? Come on. It's terrible. Huge problem, huge problem. No sports, no sports, and all the time, computers. I'm a huge fan of technology, really, but everything should be systematic, really. Otherwise, it is going to be a huge problem. So, what do
Yeah,
I
it's
say?
a massive problem of our generation. Yeah, you're right.
Exactly, your generation. You're lucky somehow because you have fast internet, good platforms, new lifestyle, blah blah blah. But I always say, as not as a teacher, as a friend, as a brother, that don't forget to do sports. Don't forget to invest some time, money, or some other stuff on your body because your body is everything, right? You have to feed it. We have to actually, every one of us, we need to feed it. We need to provide good food for that. Anyway, Torn says you could include the link in the welcome message of this room. Really? Can I? Actually, I don't use it. It is like my second day using this platform. I am still learning. The comfortable zone is the trap. Yeah. Comfort zone, exactly. Fantastic. That is what we talked about this topic yesterday. Comfort zone, very very nice.
Bro,
How can I say topic?
break the chains that restricts you in the same zone.
Again, come
Break it.
again.
I thought you should break the chains that restricts you in the same zone.
Exactly, exactly. Everybody has a sort of comfort zone, and we are hiding there, and we don't want to. Why? Why? Because we don't want to get judged by others. This is the problem. We are so vulnerable as adults. Kids are not like that. Kids, of course, sometimes they are shy, but normally they are not afraid of making mistakes. They are not afraid of being judged because no one judged them. But adults, whether you like it or not, are afraid of getting judged by others. This is the problem. If you come out of your comfort zone, if you are okay with your problems, if you accept your mistakes, if you accept your personality, your pros and cons, I mean weak points and great points, positive points, in that case you say, okay, are you making fun of me? No problem, make fun of me. I am not the perfect guy. I don't speak English really perfectly, and I don't have to speak English perfectly because English is not my mother tongue. Even I cannot speak my mother tongue perfectly. I can't, you know? So if you cannot speak your mother tongue perfectly, how come, or how can you actually speak English perfectly? You don't have to. Be relaxed, be a tourist, be a good language user. Really, this is the comfort zone. And I have several techniques. Actually, if you go to my YouTube channel, the first video, the intro video that you see, I talked about these stuff a lot. You can simply learn. It has English, Turkish, Farsi subtitle as well as Russian subtitle. You can check that. And I talked about easy stuff. I talked about the techniques that I personally applied so far. Long time ago when I was a student, I am still applying it sometimes. Of course, I ask students to apply it. Some of them apply, some of them don't. Most of them don't, which is very bad and sad. But one of the techniques is to record your voice and listen to it. Most of the people hate listening their voices. We hate ourselves. Okay, if I hate myself, how how can I sorry expect another person to like me, to love me, right? Because I hate myself. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, shut it up. I mean, my voice is terrible. Okay, no problem. You're not a singer. You don't have to be a singer. You don't have to have a good voice. Just embrace it, accept it. Okay, psychologically. Second, when you do that, when you can listen to your voice really well, and in the beginning, when I used to create videos, I couldn't listen and watch myself. It was really awkward for me long time ago. But then no, I am actually right now really comfortable. Of course, not 100%, but mostly. The next The step is to record yourself. I mean, film yourself. Take films, record videos of yourself, talk to yourself, then play the video and watch without any blinking. If you blink, it means that you're hating yourself. Don't blink, embrace it, watch it again and again, again and again, again and again, so that you order your brain, you order your psychology that this is me. This is
I
me.
mean, yeah, you're not able to change your physical appearance.
Yeah.
There's nothing to talk about.
You don't need to. You don't have to. You know, money talks, man. Money talks. Yeah. You know.
Surgery matters.
Of course. You know, there are lots of famous people. They got the fame with the money that they have. You know, money can talk. So they can change it, of course, but I would say it is not necessary. Embrace it. One of the best examples, maybe, I don't want to just say this is one of the best examples, but I would say in football, Ronaldinho. Remember Ronaldinho? I do appreciate him. Fantastic genius, Superman for football, a magician of football, right? But he said that once he called himself as, hold on, he called himself as the interesting ugly man. No, sorry, the charming ugly man. He called himself once. He said, I am ugly, but I am charming. Look, listen, and feel. Understand?
About his football.
It was about football, yes, everybody knows him. He's so popular, he is. Everybody loves him. No matter which team actually he was playing. Barcelona. The people of football lovers actually loved him, I think, and he was really charming. But in terms of appearance, he used to say that I am so ugly, but I am charming. I am absorbing, and I'm attractive. Imagine, embrace yourself, improve yourself, then you can definitely get it. Yeah.
Yeah, social proof is so important in our society. It might be make your confidence better. Social proof.
I see. Of course, man. Of course. Yeah. Are you right now in Istanbul right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Istanbul Metrobus. My favorite place. Yeah. Metrobus. Metrobus is like the battlefront, like the arena, like arena for gladiators. Remember the Romans, the Greek used to have arenas for gladiators. You know, it is like that. People are waiting in a line. Everybody is waiting. Everybody is aggressive because they work a lot. They're tired. It is so late. They're hungry, tired, blah blah blah, and they have to go back to their home. They have to commute long way, standing in that goddamn metrobus for at least half an hour, 40 minutes or whatever, and it is so crowded. It smells terrible. So what happens? You are trying to get focused, and the metrobus is coming. Then you're waiting. Everybody says hold. Then the doors are opening. Then people are coming out. Then 1, 2, 3, attack! Everybody's attacking. You know, it's terrible, like nightmare. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I don't use metrobus oftenly because of my location.
I see. You know, people, there's a saying that someone says, what do you think about prison? They say, I don't want to go to the prison, but they take me. Understand? I don't want to go to the prison, right, because I hate it, but they take me. So, what do I mean by this? I don't want to use Metrobus, but I have to. Understand? This is the case. Fantastic. Cool, guys. Again, to wrap it up,
So, do you work in high school?
I used to work in a college, in
Mm-hmm.
two colleges in Istanbul. Number one was Yavuzlar Temel Lisesi in Bakırköy. I worked there for 1 year, then I escaped. I ran away and I entered to a college. The college name was Rainbow, like in Turkish, Gökkuşağı, right?
Oh,
Do you know
evet,
that
biliyorum.
college? It's very famous.
Evet, evet.
Yeah, and I worked for that for almost 2 years. Then I escaped again. Then I turned down all of the offers related to colleges, schools, and these kind of stuff. I said I don't need your things. I don't want it.
Because they love you, right?
Yeah, of course they absolutely. Yeah, they love me. And then I started to just continue in language courses. I used to go to different language courses, like part time. Like they're famous. Like what do they call it? British Town. One of them was British Town, American Life, American Culture. Right now, I'm working for American Culture in Bahçelievler branch. You can come and pay a visit if you wish. I am there basically on Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, during the noon or afternoon, you can come and pay a visit.
Okay, I would love
Gel
to.
bir çayımızı iç. And like that. So that was really cool talking to you. Your English is really good, really good. You're fluent. You have. I couldn't notice that you were Turkish really, because there's one thing that I trust in myself is my ears. I mean, are my ears, because I worked a lot on pronunciation, accent. I listen a lot because before you joined this chat, this platform or whatever. I suggest students to focus on listening. Anyway, I listen a lot, and I can easily normally notice an accent. For example, I say, "Oh, you're American. Oh, this is British. Oh, this is Canadian." Like that much, but I couldn't notice your accent. You're wonderful, fantastic. Keep it up.
Thanks.
Keep it up. Cool.
Thank you.
Never stop learning. Okay, I am still learning. Go forward.
Yeah.
Use every opportunities that you are using. Bravo, fantastic. Gerçekten bravo. Do it.
Teşekkür ederim.
Do it.
Çok sağ ol.
Go for it. Like it looks like the gym. You're a bodybuilder, fantastic. You have been working on your body, let's say, for 10 years. Okay, you're a professional, you're an expert. Okay, then what happens? There's something happening in your life anyway, any kind of problem or whatnot, and then you have to just stop it. If you stop going to the gym, what will happen? You know it better than me. Of course, maybe it cannot be very dangerous overnight, but let's say you just discontinue going to the gym at least for a couple of months, then your body transforms again, and it is going to be really terrible. It is learning process. Like English is far worse than that. Far worse than that. If you stop it, you're going to dramatically forget. A very, very live example again, I have to mention. We used to go to the American Culture a lot before the pandemic. A lot of people, we had speaking clubs, blah, blah, blah. And students were normal, okay, not very well, but they were normal, cool. Pandemic happened, outbreak came, COVID-19 came, and what happened then? They stopped. I said continue, use the online. They say no, teacher, we can't. Okay, I said I recommend them to continue. They said no. After 4 months, you know, these language courses start to work again, to continue their work again. We started. Then they came. They were C1 level before the pandemic. Really, I'm not joking. I'm serious. They were C1 level, normal, not real one, but normal C1 level. Now, after 4 months, they were like A2. I was literally trying to kill myself as a teacher. What the hell? What have you done? They didn't open a book. They didn't even open a book in 4 months. That is terrible. Never, ever, ever do this. Continue. Engage your brain, guys, with English. Obviously, clearly with speaking, which is really cool because mostly you want to improve it. If you cannot, if you don't have opportunity, if you are shy, if you're still hiding in your comfort zone, no problem, no problem. Read, listen, write at least, engage your brain with English. If you discontinue, I promise you're going to lose it. You know, on Instagram, I don't know whether you follow native speakers on Instagram too. They are going live a lot. I don't like Instagram atmosphere. I have Instagram, but I don't like the atmosphere. I mean, it is so fake. I don't know. I don't want to judge it anyway.
Yeah, fake lives.
There's a teacher, very famous teacher on Instagram, very sociable person, very nice, kind person. Teacher Will. I'm using his quote. He once said that if you don't use the language, you will lose the language. And I said, fantastic quote. If you don't use it, you will lose it. Yeah, this is it.
Actually, your example was so important because it's the evidence of why you should keep using language that you want to learn consistently.
Exactly. Yeah. Definitely go for it. Push yourself. Push. If you don't push yourself, the learning process, or how can I say, getting fluent or being, involving in fluency would be really slow and meandering, really. So, if you don't use the language, you will lose the language, guys. Yeah, this is the tonight's motto. Understand? Yes, guys. If you don't mind, I have to go. It is so late. I have to. How can I say? Go and sleep.
Yeah, it's pretty late.
Pretty late, yeah. And it is like.
Görüşürüz hocam o zaman.
Görüşürüz.
Kendinize iyi bakın.
Siz de kendinize iyi bakın. Görüşmek üzere.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Take care of yourselves, guys, and hopefully I will come back to this platform again if you really want. Thank you very much for being my listener today. Thank you. Take care of yourselves. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
See you.
See you, man. Bye bye.
See you.